We are live over the University Avenue courthouse with a case of legal limbo. A man who has served his time is still in custody, waiting for deportation to a country that doesn't seem to want him. CTV's Tracy Tong is at the courts. Tracy, Alvin Brown has been stuck in this spot for 5 years.
Yeah, that's right, Michelle. Alvin Brown has been held a long time for deportation with no end in sight. But because of an Ontario Court of Appeal ruling last year that now allows provincial courts to oversee immigrant deportation cases, Alvin Brown is here today seeking his release. What was supposed to be a 6-month prison sentence for a robbery conviction has turned into an indefinite immigration detention for 40-year-old Alvin Brown. He has spent the last 5 years behind bars, not because of his crimes, but because he's trapped in immigration law limbo.
5 years without trial, without charges, without an end in sight, and he's not alone. Neither is he the one who's in there for the longest.
Born in Jamaica, Brown has been a permanent resident in Canada since he was 8 years old. He lost that status because of multiple drug and robbery convictions. He has been detained to be deported for 5 years, but Jamaica has failed to issue travel documents.
I know if he was in the United States, he would have been released after 90 days. If he is in Europe, he would have been released after a certain time period, by law. Canada doesn't have a release period like that. We're a rogue nation.
We heard in court today that Brown is scheduled to leave the country September 7th and that the Department of Justice is close to getting the travel document necessary from the Jamaican consulate. However, Brown's lawyers are skeptical. They say that he was scheduled for deportation earlier this year and it never happened.
But we were in this same position in January, and not only did Jamaica actually issued a travel document, then took it back. I will not believe that he's going to be on the plane until he's on the plane.
There are more than 200 detainees in Ontario jails. Activists are hoping Brown's case will serve as a precedent for others who have been waiting behind bars.
We hope that Mr. Brown will gain some level of fairness today, but his 5 years will not be returned to him.
Now, even if Brown's lawyers are successful in this case, the provincial courts only have jurisdiction over his removal or his release from detention. In fact, the order for his deportation back to Jamaica would still stand. Reporting live from the University Avenue courthouse, I'm Tracy Tong. Back to you.